Hi everybody and welcome to Swedish Fish. Did you ever want to get a fish? I actually didn't. I mean, what's the point of a pet that you can't ever touch? Except when feeding it, you might get some contact, but you really shouldn't. Anyway, now we are getting fish and I'm so excited. I don't understand why I didn't do this before actually. The thing is that fish is actually part of an ecosystem. So you get to have a contained ecosystem in your house, and that's pretty darn exciting. So I can't wait. So the pictures you are seeing here are all taken on our first trip to the fish store, and this is a lovely plant that we ended up actually getting. And the first time we were just looking and was kind of overwhelmed and looked at all the fish we would maybe get. Oh, let me out of here! This fish is so funny. We will not be getting that. And then we went home and watched a lot of YouTube videos. See, me and my daughter are completely noobs about keeping fish, and we're so excited about it. And my boyfriend is actually, he has had fish before, and I think me and my daughter, we are excited and to learn everything there is to know. And I hope that the boyfriend isn't too arrogant, because it was a long time he kept fish and he's bound to have forgotten things, but it will be okay. I'm very stubborn when it comes to these things, and actually he's turned out to be very nervous about us killing all the fish. Anyway, this is the tank that we ended up getting, and once we decorated it and put everything in, it looked like this. So what's going on here is that the gravel that we put in on the floor made a lot of dust, but it could have been worse if I didn't clean it before. I did that in a bucket. And then of course you need to put in some water conditioner with bacteria and stuff to take out chlorine. Nobody has been able to explain how that works. And this is what it all looked like, and it was amazing. We were so excited. And just in a couple of hours it cleared up very nicely, and we actually realized we had an uninvited guest. Well, hello there. Where did you come from? Did you hitchhike with one of the plants in the tank? I think you did, but it's okay. That little guy will actually help convert fish poop into waste that the plants can use. And we tried to find him, and we looked like everywhere, looked at every gravel on the floor, but he was nowhere to be found. And I later read that that kind of snail actually burrows itself during the day and when they're small, and he was very small, so that is why we couldn't find him probably. And if he grows into much number later, if he finds a friend to mate with, then we will have to get an assassin snail, I've read. But it's actually good to have some of them, but you don't want them to like totally take over your tank. It's all about balance, like in any ecosystem actually. So, and the thing we are waiting for now, because you might be wondering, okay, the tank sort of cleared up and everything looks kind of nice, and you're like sitting around staring into an empty tank trying to find a snail. Like, why don't you just put fish in? That is because the bacteria that we put in needs to grow in numbers, and we can't see them, so we can't know if they are or if they're healthy or anything. I have no clue how to check that. I don't think you can. Everyone I have talked to has told me that is not possible to check. So the pet store owner told us to wait 5 days, and if we wait 5 days exactly, then we can put in like 3 fish on Tuesday actually, but I think Wednesday is good to have like one day extra, you know, just for safety. You always want to be safe, and also it will give me a few more hours to read up on everything I want to know before I actually buy the fish. Like for instance, this flow here, it wasn't really good, so I was wondering, is this the way it's supposed to look? Like I have set it the way everyone told me to? Actually no, that's not very good. The thing was that since we put in the filter with all the dust from the gravel inside of the aquarium, a lot of it got stuck in there. So our filter is made up of a bunch of different layers, and the top layer actually got filled with stone dust, and we did rinse that, and I really hope that we didn't, you know, kill off any useful bacteria more than necessary, and that it was okay, because I told the boyfriend to rinse it in aquarium water, and he actually went ahead and rinsed it in tap water. His reasoning being it's such a small part of the whole system. So now I am nervous, but the flow is much better after that, so that's good, and all the plants seem to be growing. I can't tell if they actually have, but they look bigger. I mean, they do, don't they? They do, right? I think they do. I mean, I'm so fascinated. I take pictures every day, morning and night. And here's a bonus video about what happens when you live with someone that can't stand to see cords running across like the wall in a bad fashion, in his opinion. And yes, those are Christmas decorations in the background, and we have given up on putting them away because it will be Christmas soon. Anyway, I managed to find yet another hitchhiker in the tank, and it's very, very small, and I don't know if you can see him, but he's there, and I have been assured I don't need to worry. He will be eaten or like die from natural causes, and he will not take over my tank, I hope. So until next time, I'm gonna leave you with him. Okay, bye.